We'll do it all, everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say how I feel. Those 3 words I said too much. They're not enough. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old. Show me a garden that's bursting into life. Let's waste time chasing cars around our heads. I need your grace to remind me.
Satellites flashing by. It's a beautiful state we're in, but how can we love in isolation? Think how happy we can be when we just try. We're nothing like we seem. Passionate words are never spoken. You don't know how I bleed when I leave your side. In your eyes, love's alive. We've come untied, 'cause we're flashing by like satellites. Satellites, take all the rules away. How can we live if we don't change? We're always on display. Let's run and hide. And in our eyes, love's alive. We've come untied, 'cause we're flashing by like satellites.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. move mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
One thing I really loved about Tyrell is that he was very compassionate and authentic. He expressed who he was, but he also really cared about other people's feelings. Whenever he would come to the library where I worked with him, he would always greet other kids and try to make them feel comfortable in our space. He liked to play games, and whenever he would play a game at one of our events, he would never gloat or make the other person feel bad if they didn't win, and he would help them learn how to be a better player if they didn't know how. So even if he wasn't, on the job being a volunteer, he still wanted people around him to feel comfortable and nurtured, and I really loved that about him.
I know by now.
Hello, this is Donte's uncle. Donte represented a lot of life, a lot of great potential. He means a whole lot to this family. He's our eldest nephew for us siblings, and we're going to continue to keep a light on for him so that he may find peace through these troubling times, and we love him. God bless.
Sometimes just want you to know I love you.
My name is Malcolm. I met Donte about 13 years ago. He was a fresh-faced little kid, about 9 years old. What a wonderful boy he was. Donte always was full of smiles and full of energy, and just a great kid. It really saddens me that his life was cut short in this fashion. I love that guy, and Cedric and Kiara as well. You're sorely missed, Donte. You're sorely missed.
No one ever leaves you.
Well, Donte and family and groups and everyone, you will be missed very much. We love you dearly.
Donte is loving because he loves to help people. He has that very special kind of skill. He just likes people a lot. He likes to help them.
Donte, he meant the world to me. He was more than a best friend to me. He was my brother. He was my brother, and I was his sister. Every time I would talk about him to all of my coworkers, to my friends, I would refer to him as my brother. He was my brother. He was nothing but my brother. He was my best inspiration. I wanted to be like him when I grew up. I wanted to be brave and more active in my community. He was very inspirational. He meant a great deal to me, and he meant a great deal to many of my friends, even if they hadn't met him, because they knew that he was there for me, and he was a good kid. He was a really good kid.
Tanika, you're one of the strongest women that I know, and I have seen you struggle, and I have seen you rise above so much. I have been with you throughout these last 5+ years, and we have talked about children, we've talked about family, we've talked about marriages, relationships, and through it all, I have seen the strength in you that There's been times I've envied. I've watched you through these last few weeks, and I have seen a strength in you that I could not imagine. And I want to assure you on this day especially that you are loved and you are appreciated, and you are a woman among many women of strength, of love, and endurance. You've gone through so much. You have lived through so much, and you will continue to endure and live through more. Well, that Donte is here today, and he's looking at you, and he's saying, Mom, I love you. I'm sorry I left too soon, but I'm here with you. Your family and your friends will gather around this family and encourage them and love them. And speak of unconditional love always. If anything you have taught your children is that you love them unconditionally. We don't always agree with the things and the choices that our children have, but you have shown them, even if you are strong, even if you are stubborn, that you love them unconditionally. You have children who love you and who know that you love them unconditionally. Donte knew that you loved him unconditionally. Children will hurt the parent who loves them the most because he knows that you would always forgive him because your love is unconditional. Don't ever forget that, kids. Kira, Cedric, my mother's love is unconditional, and it will always be that way. Bless you this day. Bless you in the days ahead as you learn to live without Donte. Physically here, but he is here in spirit. He is in your heart forever. God bless you always.